Okay. Okay. Good evening, good night, good morning, good afternoon to some of you, according to your location on the face of this planet Earth. We welcome you all to our today's live broadcast right here from our homeland, Radio Biafra, here in Biafra land, where I am broadcasting from. I remain the fearless Ipob evangelist Mazi Maduabuchi. I am from Ndiabo. Ndiabo is in Anenri. Anenri is a local government in Ojiriba province, Biafra land. I am a homeland broadcaster under Ipob. Nnamdi Kanu is our leader. He is still in DSS solitary confinement. Despite his illegal detention, he is leading us from DSS. And that is one thing Nigeria have failed. Try to keep him incommunicado, try to seize his voice, trying to silence him. Everything have come to naught because the voice of Nnamdi Kanu is still echoing right from inside DSS through the rightful channels. And that must continue because this very generation of Biafra that have Ipob, we are going to teach our enemies lesson, both the past and the present, unless those that repent. But if you insist that the people of Biafra will not exist, we are not coming to fight you, but our consistency, resoluteness, and diligence in fighting must put you to the place where you are supposed to be. Let us pray before we move. Nara ekele, nara otuto, nara ọchịcha mma, nara mbuli elu, nara iche isi, ịbụchi, ịna-adịru ebi ebi. Imeela na ndị nke i mere eme, imeela na ndị nke ị ka ga-eme. Imeela eze udo, anyị na-ekwuli gị elu, anyị na-aja gị mma, anyị na-asọpụrụ gị. Ọ dị onye dị ka gị, ọ dị onye yiri gị, ịbụ Chineke ndị Biafra. Ị kachasị akachasị ndị nna nna anyị lechara gị kpọọ gị chi ukwu. Imeela eze udo, imeela eze amara. Imeela Chineke Ojukwu, imeela Chineke Ipob, imeela Chineke Nnamdi Kanu, imeela Chineke ndị agha Ojukwu, imeela eze udo, onye gosiri ndị nna nna anyị nri anyị ga na-eri, kụziere ha otu a ga-esi na-echi ya, gụọ ya aha ya, kụziere ha akwụkwọ nri dị iche iche, gosi ha ihe niile, nara ekele, nara otuto, nara ọjịja mma, maka na ala Biafra na anyị ga-anọ n'ime ya n'aha Biafra, na-abụghịzi aha Naịjirịa. Nke a ga-eme n'ihu Ipob, nke a ka ị ga-ejikọ na Ipob eme. Anyị maara na oge ahụ erugo, kama ihe anyị na-ayọ gị tọzie Nnamdi Kanu na-abụ nara ekele, nara otuto, n'ihi na anyị ma na ị ga-eme ya n'oge na-adịghị anya. N'aha gị, chi ukwu okike abịa amara pụrụ ime ihe niile. We have prayed. Ise, thank you. Ụmụ Chineke, we move. This very program, you need to share it because I am giving very serious logics now. You know, some of our people, they easily forget. And when the enemy change pattern, you have to follow up and know that they have changed pattern. If we, Ipob, can be in this battle without gun, don't you know that we are supposed to have sense as we have, because we have sense? As we don't have gun, if we don't have sense, don't you know we are gone? Some people think that we'll be thinking the way they are thinking. Little interruption there. Some people thought that the way they think is the way Ipob will be thinking. It is not that manner. And they also forgot that in the battle this very battle Ipob is leading, which Nnamdi Kanu is the head of this very movement, that our God always provide us weapons anywhere we reach in this battle. As event unfolds, our God will be showing us weapons to fight any situation we meet ourselves. That's why the enemies and some people are ignorant of IPOB. They keep asking us our weapon. They keep asking us our weapon. They don't know that anywhere we reach and you confront us, the enemy confront us, our God will provide our weapons for us there, immediately. And we utilizing them. We know where our God gave it to us. You don't know it. And that's why Nnamdi Kanu knows how to utilize every opportunity. He utilized COVID-19. He utilized both answers to sensitize Nigerians. And also expose Nigeria that even if you are with their flag, they still don't want you. Hence, you are not doing the will of the caliphate. They killed Nigerians with flag. So that you will see that their tyranny have no boundary. Now today, our people have forgotten that we have witnessed a land and sea blockade. Our people have forgotten that we suffered Kwashoko. Our people have forgotten that the enemy came to our land to kill us. Not only to kill us, because they were not fighting the army alone. They were bombarding our schools, bombarding the markets, bombarding hospitals, bombarding church. That is genocide. And upon that, there was a land and sea blockade. Now, on such land, in such people, can such people come back to fight for their freedom after their 3 years of existence and the world conspired and took away our, our freedom from us? They call it no veto, no vanquish. Having fought for 3 years, we ruled ourselves, we have our currency, we have everything needed to be a people. They ended up saying they ended no veto, no vanquish to put us here. We ask you, are we supposed to come back again with violence? After all, Ojukwu did not come with violence. Ojukwu took Nigeria to Ghana. Gowon, they went there for peace and to discuss Nigeria because Aguiyi have died. And upon that, they have killed Aguiyi. Upon that, they are still bringing the dead bodies of our people from the north. They are killing. So it was a peace move that Ojukwu went to Ghana to discuss. And it was also one Nigeria, not Biafra. Now, to tell you that Ojukwu did not want to set our land on fire, what he was after is to save the life of our people. Because the Nigeria they brought us into have resulted in continuous killings of our people. So at that end, after the 1960s coup, Nigeria was seriously shaken right from 1964-65 election. Right? It was shaken. Now, after this, there was problem. And the few military men decided to fight corruption. 1966, they planned coup. The majority of those that went for this coup was Yorubas. And Aguiyi led them. And the plan was to install Awolowo, bring him out from prison and install him as the president. That others are corrupt. That's the issue. That was the issue. And at the end, they call it Igbo coup. Now, I just want to jump there, but I just touch it so that it will be online. I don't want to dwell on that very point much. I want to bring out something. Then let us move. Now, this very time that Nnamdi Kanu come to restore Biafra, you expect him to come with violence. When they killed us, after killing us, they called our fathers rebels, thereby trying to tarnish the image of our fathers. And the duty of IPOB now is to vindicate our fathers, because we need to come with non-violence. And the same thing will repeat, and it have repeated. And that is to say that our fathers was right. Had IPOB come with a gun, they would say that this was what their father did. But we came with peace and they started killing us. Now our fathers have been vindicated because we need to clear the face of our fathers that they did not cause war. Now, this time around, how do somebody from Biafra land accept the burning down of our place in the name of freedom fighting and free Nnamdi Kanu? Now we have entered the logic. What is the topic there? Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, sit at home, right? What is it? What did I say there? That free Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, if free Nnamdi Kanu will stop your criminality in Biafra land, right? Because it's all about criminality. They call it sit at home. No good report have come about that. What the politicians are complaining is the criminality. I'm coming to that. If free Nnamdi Kanu will stop your criminality in Biafra land, do you think that the oppressors need peace in our land? Now, your reason for setting our land on fire is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be freed first, right? Before you stop setting our land on fire. Now I ask you, why do they come here to kill us? Do they want our land to be in peace? Why do they declare Python dance? Why do they set checking points? Why are they building more police stations in our communities? Why do they deny us seaports? Why do they deny us international presence? Can you show me a single embassy in Biafra land? Embassy. You can't show us. There is none. No international presence. Now, do they want our land to be at peace? They brought Asari Tokobo to be killing our people. Do they want our land to be at peace? They formed a Bubagu to be countering ESN that have come to bring peace. Do they want our land to be at peace? They are forcing traditional rulers to give them their land for Ruga, which you know that Ruga means my land. That is Fulani to take over our land. If they want our land to be at peace, will they be sending army to go and burn down our communities? Now you know that if you are the instrument of setting our land ablaze, and you say that free Nnamdi Kanu is when you will stop, that is to say you don't want Nnamdi Kanu to be freed. Because the target of the enemy is for our land to be on fire every time. They don't want us to be at peace. Now you see my point. If you want Nnamdi Kanu to continue to be in detention, now you will continue with violence in our land. That is to keep him in detention. Because it is the hobby of the enemies. It is the hobby of Nigeria. It is the hobby of the British for our land to be on fire. So, if you are presenting the continuous illegal detention of Nnamdi Kanu of your reason of killing Biafrans, because the enemy, the Fulani Nigerian government, is not in pain over your action. It is the masses, Biafrans, that are suffering it. That's why I touch system to 70, because that is what Nigeria, British and Nigeria systematically use Simon Ekpa in the name of freedom fighting to return back a land and sea blockade. They call it free Nnamdi Kanu. They bring blockade in our land. They call it sit at home, and they kill our people. Though nobody is obeying it, but we know why we are saying this, because the name they are using to do it is free Nnamdi Kanu, and that is why I'm bringing this. If you think that if you kill our people, burn down our vehicle, scatter the markets, and you think that it will move the enemy to free Nnamdi Kanu, then you are dreaming, because you are doing exactly what the enemy wanted to be happening in our land. So if continuous detention of Nnamdi Kanu will be the instrument to destroy our land, then they will continue detaining him. Don't come here and say you're a fool, you're an idiot. Come with your logic. Let me ask you. If Have you ever seen an agenda of Nigeria to bring peace in our land? Have you ever seen anything Nigerian government did or the British did to bring peace in our land? Did they prosecute Wike for killing Nigerian citizens? No. It's IPOB, right? Did they prosecute for killing Nigerian citizens? No. When they kill them, it's IPOB. But when you say they are Biafra, they say no, they are Nigerians. If they see anybody that play ball from Imo, they say they are Nigerians. But when Hope kill them, they are IPOB. I ask you, if we are Nigerian citizens, why, okay, if they want peace in our land, why have they not prosecuted the killers of our people? All these governors that are killing us. If they think we are their citizens, why do they remove rail lines from our land? No other part of Nigeria protested against it. Because this, they should have present to the world that here is part of Nigeria. Why do Hope Uzodinma kill us? No other part of Nigeria protests against it by saying that Hope Uzodinma is killing Nigerians. Why are they silent? Because they want our land to be on fire. Why do they leave the north? They deploy the armies here to be killing us because they want our land to be on fire. Why do they disobey court order that freed Nnamdi Kanu and they withhold Nnamdi Kanu? It's because they want our land to be on fire. Now, why are you now the instrument setting our land on fire? Because the IPOB have succeeded in exposing Nigerian army and police. They cannot boldly carry on their genocide in the open again. Now, they are now using Simon Ekpa and his gang. Now, when they call for sit at home, Nigerian army will now come. Dokubo will come. They will now kill our people. Now, Simon is the instrument of setting our land on fire. Because the Nigerian army with their uniform will expose them. But now, they come in the name that they are looking for sit at home enforcers. And they are setting our land ablaze. And that has been the hobby of Nigeria, that our land will be on fire. Now, I ask you, if you are the one setting our land on fire and you hook on Nnamdi Kanu freedom, who have already been discharged, and his case victory, his court victory, did not come through your violence because your violence will nail him. It came through IPOB continuous maintenance of peaceful conduct. That gave the lawyers grant to stand in the court. That had been the boldness of the lawyers in presenting the case of Nnamdi Kanu in the media, to the media, always. Both lead counsel, Sokome, both Ejiofor, you see them addressing the press, they address the press and the world boldly, with all confidence, because Nnamdi Kanu is not agitating out of law. IPOB is also in line with the command of, under the command of Nnamdi Kanu, non-violence movement. And the lawyers are ready to die for it because what Nnamdi Kanu left before he was kidnapped, IPOB have maintained it. Peaceful conduct. We never shifted. That's why we could be able to secure victory in court. It was the target of Nigerian government for us to go into violence. Nnamdi Kanu cannot get victory because their target was that they will provoke us during the court proceedings. And they tried it. At times they will not bring our leader to court. At times they lock the door, the court door, lock our lawyers outside. At times they will intimidate us in court premises. At times they do many things. Just provoke us because they have sent army in our land already. We insisted that this case must be tried. And at the end, Nnamdi Kanu was discharged and acquitted. And you ended up killing our people. It's not our people that disobey court order. It's Nigerian government. No Nigerian government have 4 victims. Only Biafran citizens. There is no senator selling okra. There is no senator or governor driving Okada. There is no senator or governor driving keke. But the keke you bought, who does it belong to? The Okada you bought, who does it belong to? The okra you destroy, who does it belong to? The school children you lie down, you traumatize with your AK-47. Whose children are they? Are they the children of senator? Are they the children of Fulani? Who are they? Now, who is now getting the pen? Who is now witnessing another war? carried on by our own, by our people on us, claiming it is freedom fighting. Who is not witnessing it? The same Biafran. Now I ask you, have you ever seen Fulani complain about your violence in our land? We are asking you. Now I ask you, if Nnamdi Kanu will bring peace, do you think Nigeria will free him to bring peace? Because they hate peace in our land. So, are you now doing it against the government of Nigeria or what? Now I come back to your argument. Now the politicians are talking. They are now talking. Who are the politicians? Senators, governors, House of Rep members from the East. Now, how are they talking? Are they complaining? They are not complaining about your sit at home. They never complain or mention your days of sit at home and say, this is, you did it this, you did it so time. No, they keep complaining about your crime. They keep complaining about your crime. And it can never be brought closer to free Nnamdi Kanu because it is full with, it is all about crime. Do you understand? You see why they present it. They never present your sit. They complain about sit at home because it is yielding fruit for free Nnamdi Kanu. No. They complain because it is against our people, not against the government that is holding Nnamdi Kanu. Because you are not carrying it on the will of the people. It is all about enforcement, killings, destruction, abduction, kidnapping, collecting of ransom. And can never be presented to anybody in the world, any government or any present government, and say, because of this reason, we want you to free Nnamdi Kanu. It is lie. It can never be used. It can never. You can't be, somebody cannot be in detention. You can't burn down your house. You say because the house is burned, so free him now, so that there will be peace in the village. You are dreaming. You are dreaming. It is not done. When you know that to keep our land on fire is the agenda of the enemy, why are you helping them? Using Nnamdi Kanu, using Biafra to do the will of the enemy. Or is it because you mentioned Biafra? Then we will welcome the destruction of our land, which IPOB had protected for 10 years. And upon the killings of IPOB family members, we maintain peace to save the life of our people because we have taken oath to restore Biafra. If they kill us, no problem, we will complain to the world. But we hate the killings of our people that are not involved in the struggle. Now, how come you are now killing them? Do you think you can bring everybody into your struggle? That is where all of you get it wrong. That's why there is membership to IPOB. Membership of IPOB. There are lovers of freedom. There are sympathizers of IPOB. We have these categories. And you cannot agitate for Biafra with the name of Biafra people. That is where you get it wrong. Somebody will say, I give order. This is what Biafran people say. It is a lie. Biafra people cannot say. It is your group or your movement or your organization that will say. IPOB can never use the name of Biafra people to say something. We use the name of IPOB to defend Biafrans. Masob have the name of their own. BIM also came from Waziriki. There is BZDM from Ben Onwuka, Biafran Zionist movement. There are other ones. What is the name of your group? Biafran people determined to go. That is rubbish. Now I ask you, have you ever seen any of the senator or House of Rep member complain or present your achievement on the seat at home? Have you ever seen them present any of your achievement? Positive achievement? Positive one? No. They always present your crime. Your crime. Your crime. And when they go to Abuja or when they talk about it, you said that they should talk about free Nnamdi Kanu and live about a sit at home, you are not conducting civility. You are conducting crime. Therefore, they must talk about crime first. They will talk about life first. Don't be a fool. Don't be a fool. That somebody will tell you, now, why do they go to DSS? They did not take DSS to free Nnamdi Kanu around Abadi. Are you foolish? Don't you know you have debt of Supreme Court? Or you think that this is just a counselor? You have debt of court. Nigeria is waiting for it. So you want somebody that Nnamdi Kanu invited to go and take instruction to pass it to our people. He will now go and take DSS. Free him now. But you have been going to court. You knew what our lawyers suffered to secure his personal daughter's access to examine his health condition. And you will be sitting somewhere and say, why did they say he went to Abuja? They did not tell him to give him Nnamdi Kanu. You must be a mad person. Don't you know that Nigeria have arrested Nnamdi Kanu before? This one is mistake to them. And they have doubled their plans. Free Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for Biafra for the freedom, if you don't know. Don't be emotional. Nigeria have made mistake and you want to help them. How can a sensible somebody present your killings as to free an innocent man? You don't present it at home. It is all about killing. It is all about fraudulent. It is all about noise making. It's all about instigation. It's all about economic blockade. It's all about torture. Nobody can present it to free Nnamdi Kanu. You have never conducted any peaceful sit at home. So how can you present it to free an innocent man? No, your crime should be treated first. Nnamdi Kanu have been discharged. That is why you want to hook in the governors and the senators, House of Rep members into your crime. How can they present your crime to free an innocent Nnamdi Kanu? No, they will always call that court order should be obeyed. Sit at home cannot be presented for free Nnamdi Kanu because it has been useless to us and useful to the enemy. It has been a weapon that the enemy has been using against us. It has never been successful. But some of them, they now turn it around now. They said, if not for this thing we are doing, they would have killed Nnamdi Kanu since. You must be mad. We secured 2 times visit. Do you know what is 2 times visit? And personally, are they not making noise? Where do they know where their leader is? Can they visit their leader? Where is their leader? You don't know. We visit our leader 2 times in a week. So you are the one that told Nigeria not to cut the neck of Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya and bring him back to Nigeria. So if you don't kill Biafrans, Nnamdi Kanu will not be safe. Tell me any positive things you did than to kill Biafrans, destroy their goods, kidnap them, collect ransom. Is that not what the politicians are complaining? Are they complaining sit at home? They complain crime, they complain robbery, they complain car snatcher, they complain destruction, they complain the economy. You are bringing the economy down without any result. Nothing on your own favor. If free Nnamdi Kanu will bring peace in our land, with the British support free Nnamdi Kanu because they want our land to be on fire. If free Nnamdi Kanu will bring peace in our land, with the Nigerian government like it because they want our land to be on fire. Now, what is your duty? To stop putting our land on fire so Nigeria will not have a weapon against Nnamdi Kanu because he has defeated his case. He has defeated them in court. If you keep on violence and use Nnamdi Kanu as your reason of violence, now you are also naming Nnamdi Kanu to remain because Nigeria will never allow our land to be at peace until you bring peace to our land. You are the one that will bring peace. And Nigeria will be weak. You are their instrument. They have no other weapon. They wanted to use election, it didn't work. There was election in our land. No other weapon than to bring economic blockade in our land. They use the name of Nnamdi Kanu fighting the people of Biafra, and they use the name of Nnamdi Kanu, free Nnamdi Kanu and sit at home to divide the land of Biafra. And you are ignorant of this. If IPOB start calling for sit at home 30th May, did you know that Biafrans obey? But they are using Simon Ekpa to divide us, giving us 5 states. All of you, some of you are even blind, that you don't know that they are using him to map out 5 states. They are using him to destroy what Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB have fought for years. Don't you hear the language? Hey, South are not keeping the sit at home. How does that place look like when IPOB give order for sit at home? Go and ask yourself. Ask yourself. How does Akwa Ibom looks like? But you hear the language. Now it's only Igbo land that is keeping the sit at home. Now let us go with 5 states. Because they are trying to tell you that those are, the next language is that those that are keeping sit at home, they are the people of Biafra. Another means of divide and rule. These people told you that sit at home, that IPOB leadership betrayed Nnamdi Kanu. That's why they suspended Monday sit at home. But since how many days? All the information coming is that Nnamdi Kanu suspended it. Have any of these criminals come back and say, IPOB leadership, I apologize? Because they are criminals. This was your starting point of blackmail. Hey, when did they suspend Monday sit at home? Since then, all of you try to turn it up. If not for this, Nnamdi Kanu would have been killed. You are mad. Do you think your noise can be heard? You cannot be heard. There are people IPOB leadership have been meeting. There are people we are writing to. There are people we are consulting. There are people that are messaging Nigeria, not you. Your noise cannot keep Nnamdi Kanu alive. There are people that our father told us, if I am not here, meet this person. If I'm not here, meet this person. If I'm not here, message this person. If I'm not here, consult this person. Leadership have consulted those people. There are messages coming to Nigeria people, not your noise. Your noise can be covered. They can declare media blackout on your noise. Nobody will hear it. The one you posted, they will call the information minister. He will debunk it. And that's what they will take. There are governments that are bringing Nigeria down in this case. Our duty is to maintain peace and to give strength to our lawyers. And then do the needful. There are people you need to involve. There are people that owns the world. There are people that you see Nigerian army denying that they did not kill us. There are people they are afraid of. They have uniform, they have gun, but they will kill you, they will start denying. Why did they not say, yes, we killed? Because people owns the world. These are the people IPOB leadership consults. Individual does not consult them. In the name of individual, like Simon, you cannot consult them. In the name of terrorists, you don't consult them. IPOB consult them with the name of leadership of a people. You don't need a group. In freedom fighting, no government deal with an individual. Just like they used to say, Simon never sit at home. It is useless before any government in the world, both Nigeria. They have nothing to do with an individual. What is the name of your group? What is the name of your group? Can you give? Now, who call for sit at home? I want to call for logic now. Who have been calling for sit at home? Simon Ekpa. Have you ever seen in the case of freedom where you present the name of a singular who does not lead people? Don't you know Mandela is leading people? Or was leading people? You must lead a group to fight for freedom. Now I want to ask you again. Present to me, post it here on the comment section, a press release that a group gave, standing behind sit at home and say, we are the people that conducted Monday sit at home today. Give me a press release. Post it here. Issued by a group an individual. Now you see that the seat at home has become useless. How? When you protest, even before local government, somebody must hold the microphone. If you protest to the palace of your traditional ruler, somebody must address. That is press release. Now, Biafran people are sitting at home in solidarity with Nnamdi Kanu. That's all. Where is he pointing at? Is he pointing at free Nnamdi Kanu? Then you must back it up with the press release, with the name of the group Nnamdi Kanu is leading. If you don't know how freedom fighting works, then you learn it. Let me tell you, any group fighting for free Nnamdi Kanu will channel their voice through IPOB. What are you doing? You are supporting IPOB, asking for the freedom of their leader. I want to teach some of them who don't even know. They are airing their voice, both elders, those that are talking from the east, they are joining IPOB, demanding for the freedom of their leader. Now you get it, that every other person on earth is joining IPOB. You are joining us. You don't come and say we are now in charge fighting for freedom. You must be dreaming. It doesn't work that way. Go and ask questions. Go and ask questions. Whether you are from heaven, you are joining IPOB, asking for the freedom of their leader. Now I ask you, can you hold a seat at home? Or had it been, it is even civil disobedience. Had it been, it was peaceful. Though this one is not peaceful, it's violence, so it's not civil disobedience. Now I ask you, even if you conduct civil disobedience, the whole of Biafra, you need press release backup of IPOB. If the IPOB did not give press release backup, it is useless. Let us tell you the truth, because Nnamdi Kanu leads IPOB. One thing people don't like is truth. Every other voices are joining IPOB, demanding for the freedom of their leader. Nnamdi Kanu is IPOB leader, not Biafra leader. Point of correction. He leads IPOB to restore Biafra. You cannot lead the whole of Biafra demanding for Biafra. It doesn't work. Are you aware? But somebody is telling you, the Biafra people have shown their readiness. You are mad. What is the name of your group? Hey, Biafra people are asking for more seat at home. You must be insane. Both those that don't want the Biafra. Are you mad? That's why people call for referendum. So that those that don't want Biafra will vote for Nigeria. Those Biafrans that don't want Biafra, they will vote for Nigeria. We that want Biafra will vote for Biafra. That's when everybody will be carried along. We carry everybody along when we call for civility. You don't force people. You call for civility. Those who need Biafra will sit at home. Those that love activities of IPOB will sit at home. And at that point, you will discover that people love the activities of IPOB. Not on fear. Nobody contemplates, is that sit at home? Is that no sit at home? It's like there is, it's like there is not. How do you think that the Nigerian government will allow anything that will bring peace in our land? Free Nnamdi Kanu will bring peace to your criminality. Or God, stop the criminality. Nnamdi Kanu has been discharged. Your criminality is keeping him. It is the hobby of the enemy that our land will be on fire while we kill our own. It is their hobby. So if keeping Nnamdi Kanu will continue to make them happy, because hence our land is on fire, they are happy. Now you are the instrument of making them happy by setting our land on fire. Now I ask you, in Ali Bokwana Segi, onye ahi na emere ihe a niile na-acha nwụrụ, ọ sị gị gị hapụ na uche ya adịghị ya, na ọ chọghị ya, ọ wee gaghị ahapụ onye a. Now I ask you, Nnamdi Kanu told the IPOB leadership, I suspended modest at home, you don't accept. He told the lawyers, I suspended modest at home, you don't accept. Both lead counsel, I suspended modest at home, you don't accept. He told everybody both Ezeri, both Ifanyoba, both Abaribe, as for Sunday Monday Statum, you don't agree. Who are you? Kedonyi na emere. O si na na ya emere me ya. O bo na daga anu ihe. Give me a press release that back up any Monday Statum apart from 9th of August 2021 that IPOB back up with press release. Do you think you can hold a seat at home without a backup press release? Show me one. Post it here. No press release of a group. An individual cannot give a letter. And Simon have never given a press release, even as an individual, backing up Monday Statum. Can you provide it? Now, I ask you again. Have you ever seen them debunking Nigerian media news that said IPOB enforced Monday Statum today? Have you ever seen Simon and his gang and say, BBC, stop giving the credit of Monday Statum to IPOB. We are the people that did it. Have you ever seen it? Why don't they do it? Now, do you know what they used to do? When IPOB debunked the news through press release, that we did not call for sit at home, we have suspended it. Now, the same people, instead of to say, yes, we are the people that did it, do you know what they will say? Why is IPOB talking about sit at home? They have suspended it. They should leave it. We are doing it. They are talking about the crime you committed. And they said IPOB committed it. We came to clear ourselves that we did not carry on any sit at home and we did not enforce anything. It is your duty who did it to say it is we that did it, but you can't. You turn around attacking IPOB for telling the world that they did not call for sit at home. Why have you not taken the glory of Monday sit at home? By debunking a news line, a newspaper that mentioned IPOB. Why can't you claim it? Because there is no name of group backing it up. It is just, we are choosing Monday. We are doing it. You are a fool. If you think it will reflect to free Nnamdi Kanu, that is when you become a fool. But if you are doing it in solidarity to Nnamdi Kanu, no problem. But when Nnamdi Kanu stop it. It is affecting my freedom. You continue. Then you become an enemy of Nnamdi Kanu. You are the Christian. You think you are doing good, but you are doing wrong. You are doing your choice. And as far as Nnamdi Kanu have rejected it, through the lawyers, through so many sources, okay, if you do it now till 100 years, no government will take you serious because the person you are doing it for have rejected it. Now you see how foolish you are if you continue. Are you aware you are a foolish person? Even no government will take it. Before they will accept it that there is sit at home, there must be IPOB press release identifying that there was sit at home. Can you show me any legitimate press release from any group known to the world as a freedom fighting group? Show me. Gochiruma group or Amana freedom fighting group that is presentable. You can back up with sit at home. Don't you know that the whole sit at home become foolish, useless? Yes, we show our leader love, but no backup press release. Just people did it. Do you understand? You are just talking it on your own. Somebody must address the word and say, this is why we did it. Show me the press release. Hence, director, I reject here through many sources. If you like, kill everybody in Biafra land. No government will listen to you. Do you know why? The man. That's why the elders have confirmed from Nnamdi Kanu. Now they confirmed. And you are telling us that Nnamdi Kanu should come to Finland and talk to you. Now I ask you, can't you send delegates to come ask Nnamdi Kanu? You know, people think that they are wise. 2 years, you cannot have a delegate. One, only criminal you have. Criminal that used to lie to you. Only do tactically support you. Only do tactically. Egrolon and US. Only do tactically He supported you. It's not official. Director, you don't communicate him. Everybody is aware he suspended Modest at home. Why can't you send delegates? I have demanded for these delegates 2021, 2022. I said, criminals, before you say our leader did not say, send your delegates. Demand that you need to send 2 delegates. Demand, let them reject it. Let us see. Demand. Mad people. That is when Nnamdi Kanu uproot them. When he have finally come out and condemned their evil. Automatically, whether you do sit at home 100 years, it will no longer be valid in the case of Nnamdi Kanu. Do you know why? He said, I don't want it, I don't support it. So, therefore, you continue doing it, it is fruitless to Nnamdi Kanu, but fruitful to the enemy. You got the logic? He can eme onwegi meaning to Nnamdi Kanu until he accepts it. He can eme it have no reflection to free Nnamdi Kanu until the IPOB back it up with press release. What the government are complaining is your criminality, not sit at home. That is why when you expect them to present free Nnamdi Kanu, they will not present it because they are talking about criminality. But out of your stupidity, you say, why are they not talking about free him? They are talking about sit at home. Somebody will talk about life first. You are taking life. So life must be discussed first. You are the one who brought the agenda to discuss criminality instead of discussing free Nnamdi Kanu. So why do you want them not to discuss your criminality? You want them to abandon your criminality that can kill anybody tomorrow and discuss about an already discharged person who has defeated his case, who knows the way he's fighting his matter, who have the right to control any section, doing anything for his freedom, and tell you stop it. He has the right. You cannot see more than him. Now you see that as soon as he removes his hand from the Monday Synagogue, it is no longer meaningful to Nnamdi Kanu. Go and ask people that know something. It has become useless. Do it 1,000 years, it becomes useless because the man has followed the normal legal source to say, I am not supporting it and I do not order for it and I have suspended the one I probably called for. Who are you not doing it for? In a very way that you are dreaming in my hand. You are doing it to sponsor the criminals that are benefiting from it. Aladema urundinze. Aladema ndinze ruru ya. Awe magi. Aha ga-eke ụtụ. A na-ezu ohi. Aha ga-eke ego security. Aha ga na levy. Aha ga-eme ihe niile. Ụtọ ọbụla isi mee. Bridge obodo ọdara. Ọ ndị nze. Akwa ga-eke ego n'obodo. Nke ọbụla ị chọrọ. Ihe ọbụla ị chọrọ ọ dị again. Right? So, what we are telling our people is that thing in a train on army temple, no one on army. Our IPOB call away may hang press release. The only people can with a voice. Press release IPOB. Ndị a niile na-akpọsi na tom zimofu press release ha. Ọ dị ka ma ihe press release. Iche na ịnọkata gbakọ n'obodo si na anyị nọ n'ụlọ na-eme ihe n'obodo na anyị nọ n'ụlọ ofu onye ga-emeriri adreesị. Ofu onye either village leader, village head or somebody must address kwuo ihe unu ji ihe unu na-eme ma mmadụ ekwughị ya onwe ma ihe unu na-eme and the individual na-ekwu ya onwebeghị ihe ọwụ until the right source ekwuo ya. Do you understand? So you cannot be agitating for Biafra with the name of Biafra. That is what you are doing. Because you try to use autopilot, it becomes useless. You say, well, now we are now IPOB. You are foolish. Because you have already told Dokubo that he should stop addressing you. When he addresses us, he addresses us as IPOB. But if that the autopilot is different, you have already said it. But you don't know it will not work. You turn back after we have presented it to people that matters. They knew that it is useless. It is unpresentable name in the name of freedom fighting. You cannot present it. It is a useless name, autopilot. It is smelling. Cannot be. Now, that is why everything they do is crime. How do you kill somebody, kill your brother, and the government, the senators, House of Rep members, they went to ask the man who you are killing your brother with his name. They asked him, are you the one who gave order for people to be killing our own, burning down our houses, kidnapping our people, snatching our car? He said, no, I did not. Did you understand? Now, in your mind, you ended up going back and say, why did they not go and talk about freeing him? You are mad. They must ask and verify the source of your crime. So they have gone to the man you are doing it with his name. He said no. So why are you now doing it? He said the man should come and tell you before. You must be mad. You must be insane. Now, the world is aware that Nnamdi is not involved. Now, the world is aware that Ipob is not involved. The world is aware that anybody calling for sit at home is now useless. Do you know why? The world have received message from Nnamdi's lawyers. And that is the only rightful source. And they have received message from Ipob leadership. That's the only legal source to anybody in the world. If you are in your house gossiping, nobody listening to you. The world have taken it. Nnamdi is wiser than you. Everybody now is now seeing anybody calling for that rubbish as a criminal. Do you know why? Nnamdi have followed the rightful channel. Those that have been going for his case, those who secured his victory in appeal court, he have also used them to message you that he's not interested in that thing. And he has not ordered you for that. You see him using people to repeat it. He now uses a senator. You know, you are agitating for, you say you are agitating for Biafra. You condemn the whole politicians and elders. And you think we are wise. It's not how Ipob does. We condemn their evil. We don't condemn them. They have power until you get freedom. Are you aware? Are you aware that 3 senators can condemn you? You know, you don't value senator. They know the value of senator in the world. Are you aware? They know the value of House of Rep members. They know the value of governors. And as far as freedom is concerned, you have not gotten Biafra. They have power. They can help you. They can deal with you. Though you will be fighting them, but they have the power to deal with you. Are you aware? Now, our leader voiced out through a senator. He voiced out through Onyeze, traditional ruler. Eze. He don't know what he's doing. He said, okay, man, he get Nnamdi can't make up here. All about go come Eze. The next one, who don't mention my name. The next one, Nnamdi Kanu. Ọ bụ ya na-enyezi ọda okwute gokwume ọ na-atụzikwa ọda dị egwu na ọ maka ọgwụ ndị ọ na-akrọs ọla ọ ga-alakwa mmadụ n'iyi Nnamdi Kanu ọ ga-alakwa mmadụ n'iyi pawe ya zuru ezu m na-agwa unu from bido pawe ya zuru ezu n'ebe ọ nọ DSS pawe ya zuru ezu ike ya shọt gị kpakam but ọ na-arụ ụzọ a na-eji alụ ọgụ ọ ma chanel ọgụ ọ na-eme mmadụ uproot. Nnamdi Kanu na-eme mmadụ uproot. Ọ na-enwekwa ndidi. Ọ bụ ya kacha enwe ndidi. But mgbe ọ ga-ala gị n'iyi ọ la gị n'iyi ya go ebe ọ na-aga ị na ọ na-complain. All these witnesses Nnamdi Kanu they use is not even for you. It is to the world. Right? The media houses, they took record. Don't you know that their voices have changed? Don't you see that they don't normally add an IPOB again? Very soon they will remove Nnamdi Kanu. Because the letter Nnamdi Kanu gave did not concern IPOB. That's how intelligent and wise Nnamdi Kanu is. He gave a direct letter. It is a personal, that is, he said he did not send it through IPOB. He did not send it through IPOB lead council. He sent it direct to you. He did not address the name of any group because you are not leading any group. He addressed you individually. Stop doing that. What does that mean? He is pointing at you. He is showing the world the person doing it. That is to say, automatically IPOB is not involved. If IPOB is involved, he will give us a letter as he gave to you. Now, go back to the press release of IPOB lead council, which often deliver after visiting Nnamdi Kanu. You go and hear Nnamdi Kanu's words there. He will tell you that IPOB should continue in her peaceful conduct. He did not say that IPOB should learn to be peaceful. So Nnamdi Kanu can never give IPOB a letter. He has a source of communicating IPOB. He can never give us letter and say, stop sit at home. No. He don't lead us like that. He gave it to somebody who have been using criminal to kill people with his name and make money, raise fund with his name. Which those actions have no reflection to his freedom. He's not fighting for freedom under armed struggle. Therefore, you are tarnishing his image. He's fighting under self-determination. And Nigeria presented court, and Nnamdi Kanu did not say, no, I will not go to court. He focused in court. So how do you kill people for his name? If he want to kill, why did he call for more lawyers? Why did he even call for San Ozokobe? Why? When he know that he can kill his own to be free. Now Nnamdi Kanu have told the world, have informed the world that he has nothing to do with sit at home. Now, if you are doing that sit at home, telling us that you are trying to attract the world, it is a lie. No government will talk to you. They will say, the man you are doing it for have rejected it. If you are doing it, you calling for freedom, Nnamdi Kanu, Nigeria will not talk to you. They will say, the man you are doing it for, he said, I'm not in support. Do you now see how useless your activities now is? Thank God our people don't do sit at home again. They don't do that rubbish. They call 2 weeks, 1 week, no way. 2 weeks, no way. Our people enforce. I ask you, let us come back in case the people that are joining us. Have British and Nigeria ever set an agenda to bring peace in our land? I ask you, the Fulani herdsmen they send, is it to bring peace in our land? The answer is no. The checking points they set here, is it to bring peace in our land? The answer is no. The Bubago Nigerian federal government formed using Southeast governors, is it to bring peace? The answer is no. Python dance they launched, is it to bring peace? The answer is no. Crocodile smell, is it to bring peace? No. Crocodile tears, is it to bring peace? No. Removal of Yejo and putting Osodema, is it to bring peace? No. Ask yourself, if you tell them that free Nnamdi Kanu will bring peace, how do you think they will free him? Because they want our land to be on fire. So you are using that language to hold Nnamdi Kanu because they don't want anything that will make our land peace. So if keeping Nnamdi Kanu will bring our land to be on fire, they will keep keeping him so that he will be burning our land. It is a very simple understanding. Can Nigeria make things, can the British love good things for our people? It is your duty to bring peace to the land. Now, you now destroy them. Your activities of killings, terrorizing our people is part of their agenda. Now you are doing it for them. They have used you to return back a land and sea blockade. Though it is not working. But the only thing is that you are now killing our people. That is what we are saying. You traumatize our children. You surrender them with guns when they went to school. This was what our children witnessed during the genocide. You now starve our people. That's what we saw during the genocide. There was blockade. We were starved to death. Then where are you killing our people? Where are you starving them? Using Biafra? Using Nnamdi Kanu? Is it presentable to any human being that you kill your people? Is it presentable? So that somebody want to defend it? Hey, is that saying keeping Nnamdi Kanu alive? You are dreaming. 2 times visit a week. Do you know what it is? IPOB diplomacy, meeting the government that matters, which have been sending signal and warnings to Nigeria. Do you think it is easy? If you shout here from now till tomorrow without meeting them, they don't care. Even in your village, there are rich men that if you are doing something, you don't inform them special. They will not donate money. There are people, if you don't invite them, mistakenly, if they come to your occasion, they will not give you something because you did not invite them. The same thing to this government in the world. If you are shouting, you did not go to them, it is useless. You must go to them. Then you as a people, as a criminal, who can you meet as a government? What is the name of your group? Can you meet a government with the name of person? You must be dreaming. In freedom fighting, any government you meet, you must present the name of your group. And if you tell them it's IPOB, they will contact IPOB. By then you become a liar. It happened in Finland. The Finnish journalist contacted Ipob. Ipob said, no, he is a criminal, he's not IPOB. And the criminal go down in shame. He now turned it upside down. Ipob, foreign journalists asked him about IPOB. Instead of him to ask him about Biafra, came to Biafra land. Instead of him to present Biafra, he was talking about Simon. You are a fool. They were investigating crime. You can't present another thing when crime is being investigated. Are you mad? Police came to your community to investigate crime. You are now telling the police, our bridge have caught. You are now telling them, our tap borehole is not running. Our borehole is not running. Our tap pump is not running. Are you stupid? Is that what the police came? If you don't have information for what they came, you go. Who told you Finland don't know about Biafra? Are you mad? They come to clear the image of their country with your from your crime, and you say, why did you lie that you're IPOB member? Why did you not sack Ipob? You said you are in charge. Sack him. You were complaining, as foolish as you are. Ipob confirmed your membership. But Ipob cannot confirm the membership of Nnamdi Kanu. But he said you are in charge. But Ipob was asked, is this man IPOB member? But in Ipob, nobody can meet Ipob and ask him, is Nnamdi Kanu IPOB member? It cannot be done. But they asked him, is Simon an IPOB member? He said no. Do you understand? Show me press release that said this Monday, so group is the people that piloted this Monday sit at home. Show me press release. Don't you know there must be a name of group? Now I ask you, do you think the name of group can be reflect to free Nnamdi Kanu even if a group issue press release? The answer is no. Why? Because every other group or every other people will only join IPOB to ask for the freedom of their leader. You cannot jump IPOB. Now you are getting it. Now you are getting it. So how do you tell us that you are a group, you can fight for IPOB leader more than IPOB is leading? That's why Ohanese, they channel through IPOB. Traditional rulers, they go through IPOB. The religious leaders, they go through IPOB. They ask them, allow us to go for free Nnamdi Kanu through, and let us go and ask for free Nnamdi Kanu through political solution. We say, go ahead. So if you are a group that lost Nnamdi Kanu's freedom, you must ask IPOB, which part shall we play? How do we do it? We want to support you. We are laying our voice behind you. That is what you will do. There is no other thing. And anything you are doing, we remove our press release from there. It becomes useless. In whatever the logic. na-ekwu ugbu a otu a m na ebe a ka ọ ga na-abịa. What is happening? Ọ gịnịkwanụ? Why are they showing you? Look at that film, how to Mazo. Meaning what? I didn't touch the screen, the phone. Do you understand? Our logic kind to here. Our logic. If you do not channel your voice through IPOB, you are now telling people you are the people fighting for Nnamdi Kanu, that IPOB is leading, sold him out. Any country in the world will be seeing you as a mad people. All of you are mad. You can never despise IPOB and fight for Nnamdi Kanu. If IPOB did not back you up in any of your activities, it will never reflect in Nnamdi Kanu. Again. That is the people he leads. If you are a group, you come with the name of your group. You support IPOB to free their leader. Any place they tell you not to touch is against our movement, you leave it. You can't force it on them. It doesn't matter. Anything, the person you are telling, you are saying that you are fighting for his freedom. Anyone, he said, leave this one. It's again what I agreed. You can never do it again. If you continue doing it, you are an enemy. And you know what? The enemy will not even take any of your action. Do you know why? The reason? Because the person you are doing it for have rejected it already. In the presence of the enemy. Nnamdi Kanu have rejected sit at home in the presence of DSS, which is Nigerian government, while he was telling his lawyers and every other people. Do you think that if you do it, that the same government that he was present when Nnamdi Kanu said he is not interested, that the government will take anybody that brought such thing serious? If you bring sit at home to Nigerian government, they will tell you that Nnamdi Kanu is not interested in it, that the sit at home is not for Nnamdi Kanu. They will tell you. If you bring it, they will tell you that IPOB said they are not interested in sit at home. So who are those people doing it? You tell them it's Biafrans. Who is their leader? It's a simple logic. You cannot present the activities of individuals and without the name of a group, you present it to a government. You say it is reflecting to freedom. It is a lie. Let me go back again to your question. Always. Why did they go to Abuja? They talk about sit at home. Why are they talking about sit at home? They are not talking about freedom Nnamdi Kanu. They are not talking about sit at home. They are talking about your crimes in the name of sit at home. So nobody will see you killing people. They will allow their son to come back in the same such land. How can Nnamdi Kanu come back in this kind of land? How? If Nnamdi Kanu, you expect him to come back, you must keep your land calm. Under his guideline, under his control, he's the one in charge. What Simon is practicing now is what they agree with government. And he has practiced it, it's not working. Take power away from Nnamdi Kanu. That's all. I told our people from onwards, from 2021, I told them the agenda. Take power away from Nnamdi Kanu. How? Blackmail IPOB leadership. Take the trust of the people away from them. Then power have left Nnamdi Kanu. Because DOS is the power of Nnamdi Kanu. That's the powerhouse of IPOB. So that very powerhouse, Nigeria need to scatter it so that there is no legitimate source where any government in the world can meet. There is no people they can meet. They cannot come and be looking for Biafrans to meet. It is not, it is useless. There is an address Nnamdi Kanu gave to them. IPOB leadership. If you don't see me, meet Chike Dozem. You know, some Biafran thought our leader was only directing them. IPOB thought he was also directing the world. He was also presenting a dozen to the world. He was also presenting a Mapuafu to the world. He was also presenting Radio Biafra to the world. These are things you don't know. You can come behind and shout, oh, hey, media, stop publishing a Mapuafu write-up. I am Biafra's spokesperson. You are mad. Nnamdi Kanu had presented them. When I told them, you lack sense. You have noise, but you lack sense. Yeah, we had a man. Oh, if you are not true, you go in here and you walk. Nishimbo can be true. Nishimbo. July can go again here and down in my way. I don't want to come, the mother Chatham say, Nathan Pahala, order from IPOB leadership. Nathan, no way again I can't be missing. More than how they more than your directors in Oga blame Mugiwan. No, how I can't blame no working. Oh, Figi obey. How many Tiakanoko, Nnamdi Kanu Grania, Nanti, or what I did Biafra, Nanti Anya, life, Kurokuru, Nanti. Okuregi came under Janaka Biagosim. Naka make a legi, Makiru Bremis. Naka Mayukani and Tamamu, Makinegi to Zaka. Nke m na-enye gị ịma na ọnụ ịbịara watch ya Facebook ya dị ọkụ bidola ihe a nwe ndị etukwu ọdụ gwa anyị onwe ndị ka a gwara anyị etukwu ọdụ otu anyị anọrọ agwa anyị ya mata ebie egwu ha n'ihe okwu ebie complain gị agwụ ifesikwa ọgụ chena anyị nwere taa ikpe ọgbakọ nna bịa asị leadership ha hapụ ihe a ga-emebi atrit wee mata gị so ị chọrọ ka ya na-ekpere gị ikpe gị nwa gịnwa ịchọ ka maazị zuru m ike ka ọ bụrụ reconciliation ka ọ na-anọ mgbe ọbụla iche na IPOB nwere time some of the matters when ndị nọ pending a ga-etiriti mgbe Biafra bịara ịmana onwe ndị na-echigide anyị na a ga-etiritiriri igba si enyi na ọnụ uche ilu nwere some matter dewe maka ụfọdụ n'akụkụ dewe ụfọdụ some of the matter you can take into court when Biafra come you can take it to the ezili adọghachi anyị na-eme onwe na-enwe complain Director si no mgbe ilefere all this complaint anya continue no mgbe ahụ ka ọ ma no hardcore you have come to restore Biafra onwe na-enwe complaint mgbe asị anyị na-ahụ na head bridge awanye nwe complaint but ị ga-eme n'obe asị gị na ọ comfortable na ọ dị gị mma na iji ụkwụ chi ụkwụ gawa jiri ụkwụ go Owerri from Aba isi na Aba were ụkwụ gaa Ụmụahịa isi na Aba were ụkwụ gaa port Igwe Ọcha onwe mgbe ọ dịcha mmadụ ile mma ọ command and control ọ ya mere unu ji bịa joineze na-eti mkpu na ọwụ na ya kwudosi ike na ya ị gaghị amịta mkpụrụ ọwụ na anyị nwere taịm ịbịa nọrọ ala bịa lebawa ihe niile anya mba kemgbe ị ga-akpacha so we continue. I ask you, how can somebody that you say you are doing something for have been voicing out the same language from different people? I don't support it. From different people. I don't support it. From different people. I don't support it. So, Mazi no no why hate Nnamdi Kanu. Only Simon Ebrima his gang like ya. The wife hate ya. IPOB on edu. Nna nwere ya ndị agbagburu maka ya. IPOB. Ndị okwu ga Igwe Ọcha maka ya nwe. Okwu protest. Anyị na-eji okwu aga state by state protest. Maka director. Right? In law for Ziria carry anyone. Lawyer wefu. He collected money. He collected money. If I he collected money. Everybody, he collected money. Only Simon did not collect money. Chineke ga-abụ n'ọkụ. Nnamdi Kanu efola. O make up root. Ọ ga na-akpọ obere obere. Ọ ga na-akpọ obere obere. Ọ ga na-akpọ obere oge akwụkwọ ya adapụsịwa. Akwụkwọ ya adapụsịwa. O make up root. Ịma onye m Nnamdi Kanu. Movement ọ dịbe normal. Ọwụ treat. Enweghị mgbe eji treat enweta freedom. Ọwụ dị niile treat na enemy. Treating your people. Pụtanụ na. Come out, see. Onye ka ị na-agba come out. IPOB ga-eme announcement, sit at home, gwa onye ọbụla nọ n'ụlọ, don't come out. But ịkpọ Nnamdi Kanu na fon si ya na enwere boys na-agba bọọlụ na blọk main road na one man ji moto na-agbafe na ndị mmadụ na-agbafe ha na-akwụwa glass. Yes, who is doing that? Who is that? Allow them to pass. Allow them. If they go to where they are going, if they did not see anybody, they come back. The next thing at home, they will not go. If you are going to the bank, if you didn't see transportation, means of transportation, you go back. If you go to the bank, nobody come and deposited money, you go back. The next one, you not go. Do not destroy people's property. Do not destroy people's vehicle. Don't attack people. People na-ege Nnamdi Kanu ha anaghị use sense. Ịma were Nnamdi Kanu onye kwutara ihe n'okwu na redio Nigeria atụmụ ya nga. Ịma onye dị ihe a ịkwọdọ na-eche edowe okwu ya. Ọkwụ ya sịrị tọta ya ọkwụ ya unlawfully. But ụnụ anyị ga-asị na m chọrọ ime ka Nnamdi Kanu nwaanyị na-ịda gị iwe oredi. Ụfọdụ sị na ha chọrọ na DOS a na-eme ka Nnamdi ọwụdị ofu onye na DOS mee ka Nnamdi Kanu ka ọ gekwana ihe o ji wụrụ lida. Ha niile kara ịwụrụ lida ebe enwe onye na-eme ka Nnamdi Kanu. Chike dozie m abịa gwa mmadụ agaghị emenwu ka Nnamdi Kanu. Ọ na-akọziri ụdị akụkọ a. Nke mmadụ na-eme mmadụ ime mmadụ ọdụ onye ka a mụrụ bifọ ka onye a ga-amụ ugbu a ka ndị ka agaghị amụ echi ga-eme ka Nnamdi Kanu ga-eme dị ka ọwụdị na ekpere, ọwụdị n'ịma Chineke, ọwụdị n'ife Chukwu, ọwụdị n'ịma ala Biafra mana ihe nzuzo niile n'ọhịa ka ọwụdị na amamihe ka achọrọ m ịma ebe mmadụ uche mee ka Nnamdi Kanu ọwụdị n'ịdị sharp ọ na-esabeshọn. Kedu ebe mmadụ ọwụ uche mee ka Nnamdi Kanu onye m chọrọ ịma na-eme ka Nnamdi Kanu na-echeta ihe. Nnamdi Kanu na-echeta ihe na anụ mpa ma a ga-ekwu ihe ugbu a ga-akwuo kọntrarị echi. Can you understand? Setting our land ablaze is doing the agenda of the enemy. Thereby, what is it called? Thereby, you are giving them more ground to continue keeping Nnamdi Kanu in detention. Because there is no reason to keep Nnamdi Kanu in detention. Why is it that you have chosen to change the narrative that they will stop talking about free Nnamdi Kanu based on court order and they will be talking about criminality? Because nobody can talk about effects of sit at home to free Nnamdi Kanu. Because criminality have taken over. That's what Abaribe is presenting. That's what other people are presenting. That's what Nnamdi Kanu is presenting. Now, if you are sensible, you don't have to question anybody that condemn your force at home, which you consider at home. Anybody that condemn it, you don't need to question the person and say, talk about free Nnamdi Kanu. The person should not talk about free Nnamdi Kanu only without condemning your criminality. Your criminality must be condemned because you are attaching it to free Nnamdi Kanu. So there is no way they will talk about free Nnamdi Kanu without condemning your criminality, because it can never be attached to free Nnamdi Kanu. So once the person condemn your criminality, you call sit at home, the person has separated it. And now the person will now say free Nnamdi Kanu. If you listen to Abari, the last one, he said, after talking about the criminality, he now said, but something that court have given a judgment. Do you now see something any human being can present? Court have given a judgment. He cannot say, but they have held sit at home for 2 years, so they should look on the sit at home and free him. No, nobody can say that. You need to reason very fine. Before you present it at home to the government, it must be peaceful. So that any senator talking about you say, but they have been peaceful in their conduct of sit at home. And it is in line with political solution. It is in line with self-determination. It is also in line. So Whatever had it been you did it like that, which you don't have the power and the grace, it will be in line with the court. Because what IPOB is doing is in line with the court, and court is in line with what we are doing. That's why none of IPOB family member can be convicted. Now, how can a sensible somebody go to Nigerian government and tell you that based on court or based on sit at home that Nnamdi should be freed? It is a lie. Before you call yourself a human being, first you must condemn the sit at home. How? Condemn the crime, and the crime is the sit at home. There was no sit at home, it's only crime, and crime put people in fear, and Abaribe explained it. The same thing with others. The same thing with Nnamdi Kanu. It is all about crime. And the first thing Abaribe and the Ekwerimadu asked him, how did you allow this menace? He did not say, how did you allow this civil disobedience? From 2021, Abaribe called it menace. Do you understand? So, if they want to change your brain and tell you that politicians are talking about it, or that it is a lie, they are talking about the criminality in the name of sit at home. And they now go to separate it from Nnamdi Kanu because it can never be joined. It can never be joined. You must condemn criminality first. How do you condemn criminality? Condemn the sit at home. They are killing people and attaching you to free Nnamdi Kanu. And you think you have sense, you come and tell somebody that have image that he should present your sit at home to government as a reason to free Nnamdi Kanu. How? Did you conduct sit at home? No. You were killing our people, burning down their cars, shooting them, destroying their okra, traumatizing our school children, both teachers, flogging them, flogging teachers. Surrendering our people in the market because there was no sit at home. That's why you saw people in the market. Is that not the same thing we witnessed in 7 to 70 invasion of our markets? Is that not what Simon Eber have been doing? Destruction of crops, destruction of okra. Yes? The achievement of ESN in the bush. They brought it to sell it. Our women brought it to sell it to the market. Simon sent his gun to destroy the okra. They say sit at home to free Nnamdi Kanu. How can a sensible senator or House of Rep member present such thing? What do they always say? Free Nnamdi Kanu so that criminality will stop in the East. And that is exactly what the British want to hear. And that is where I hook my logic. Now, I ask you, if you want Nnamdi Kanu to be free, you must stop criminality. How? The word criminality should not come in on free him. And there is no, the British and Nigeria will never welcome that word, free Nnamdi Kanu, so that there will be peace in the East. No British will accept it. Nigerian government will not accept it. Do you know why? They want our land to be ablaze, to be set ablaze. So, if you are using the legal detention of Nnamdi Kanu to set our land ablaze, that means they will still hold him more to see if before they will free him, you might have destroyed the whole land. That, you know, it is the final game. Now, what are the House of Rep members saying? They are condemning your activities. How? They are telling the government to free Nnamdi Kanu so that killings will stop. Do you now see how they try to attach your killings to Nnamdi Kanu? And this is why we are here, to separate it. Right? You may go to school, but we are intelligent. We ask you, how can somebody that have been charged for treason, terrorism, different kind of charges, he finally won them in court? How is it that you are committing what they charge him for? Against your people, you are committing crime, terrorism against your people. You are now telling the government that they should free him before you stop your terrorism. But they held Nnamdi Kanu so that our land can be destroyed. So, if they now see that you are now destroying our land, that is to say they will keep holding him. Because they can never cherish anything that will bring peace in our land. Now you see that the destruction of our land is the hobby of the British and Nigerian government. So how do you see continuous killings of our people and you call it sit at home? How do you expect a House of Rep member to present it to a government? How do you expect senator to present it to any government? No. Any sensible person, both governor, must first of all condemn it. Why people were silent all the while is because they thought IPOB was supporting. Even when IPOB told them we are not supporting, we are not involved, they were in double mind. Maybe IPOB is using him this way. So they are denying. Maybe IPOB is supporting. Maybe they are supporting. So they are trying to play the peaceful one. Then maybe it's a game. So they want Simon to be doing this one. Then they are doing this one. Until this time, that's when people now know. To the extent that they want to confirm it from Nnamdi Kanu. Are you supporting the killings of our people in the name of free you? He said no. I did not issue for Statum. I have called for the suspension of Statum since 2021. Automatically, if you do the Statum 100 years, it will not reflect. Do you know why? Finally, Nnamdi Kanu have condemned it. Do you know the reason why it will not reflect again? The world have heard from Nnamdi Kanu through the rightful channel. So that your doubting rubbish, the message have been passed. And those that need the message have received it. And those Nnamdi Kanu want them to get it have received it. Nnamdi Kanu have destroyed Nigerian government plan. So he have separated the chaff by giving a direct letter to the chaff. He did not give letter of peace to IPOB. He did not give letter of stop sit at home to IPOB. He gave it to those who have been carrying out this killing. Remember, what the politicians are discussing about is your crime. So he gave the letter to you, pointing for them to the person who have been carrying on the killings. You don't know the meaning of the letter. Okay, man in there. I am an. So a man they call but as in take a life. I was a kid, then they gave me on. How could go one doubt there? Oh, yeah, the torture. Kono say, I the Agua Kuru in a court. I want our land to become a peso. Tell me the different thing. Come here, ditch again from all these things, the one he said in court. That we will not kill our own. We are to defend our own. Is it different from these messages coming from people? Is it different from the messages coming from IPOB? Is it different from the messages coming from IPOB lawyers, or Nnamdi Kanu lead counsel, and then Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer? Is it different? Why have you chosen to destroy our land, joining the enemy, joining the, what is it called? The instrument of the enemy, joining the contractor of the enemy. Those that was contracted by the enemies. Simon Eber. Oga, anything that will cause trouble in our land, the British will like it. Even if it will last 10 years, they will like it. So, if keeping Nnamdi Kanu will bring to the destruction of what IPOB have secured for years, then so be it to the British, so be it to the Nigeria. So don't you know that the sit at home you are doing, IPOB did not issue press release. Nnamdi Kanu have condemned it. Do you think that if you present it to any government that it is the reason of your sit at home, that it will be accepted? Do you think that any government in the world can meet Nigerian government and tell them, free Nnamdi Kanu because their people are forcing at home? Their people are killing their people. Because their people are bringing economic problem to their people. Can anybody present it? No. But if you sit at home peacefully, it will be presentable. When IPOB calls for sit at home, which is civility, people wholeheartedly accept it. Nobody complains of attack or torture. Then that is civility. And there is a backup press release. And IPOB will even appreciate our people for obeying the sit at home the following day. And that is to tell you that people was in charge of the very sit at home. Who is in charge of this one? Tell me. Give me a press release with the name of the group that have said, thank you for today's successful sit at home. Let us see it. Now, if a group conduct it, IPOB will also support you because you call the name of their leader. But if they say no, they keep giving counter press release, countering it. Or that automatically, what you are doing is wrong because the man you are talking about is leading IPOB. He does not lead you. Though you love him, you are a Biafran. But logically, legally, he lead IPOB. And they are charging him in court. And they charge him to court for leading IPOB, not for leading Biafra people. But there are sympathizers and there are lovers of freedom. And there are other Biafrans fighting for freedom, which loves the way of IPOB. And they channel to the command of IPOB. And they are fighting the same battle with IPOB. Right? And they knew that IPOB is doing it right. So everybody cannot be IPOB family member. But people that understood will channel to the commands of IPOB. That is why IPOB can never agitate with the name of Biafra. No, they will agitate with the name of IPOB to restore Biafra. But I saw some foolish people who said they are autopilot. From there, they are now agitating with the name of Biafra. We are Biafra people. Biafra people call for sit at home. Biafra people are calling for government in exile. Is a lie. There must be a name of group that declare government in exile. What is the name of it? What's the name of the group calling for sit at home? Which name of, what is the name of individual? What do you actually hear from the news? Someone ever sit at home. How does it sound in your ear? Can the individual be presented to the world? No. Nnamdi Kanu does not present himself. He presents IPOB and is the leader of IPOB. And he has presented the nominal strength of IPOB through our protest. And he has shown them that IPOB is law-abiding by calling the names of those they appointed on Radio Biafra and calling the countries and also telling those that call on Radio Biafra to tell them where they are calling from and their name and where they came from Biafra land. This was to throw in more light to the world that we are law-abiding, we are not terrorists, we have identities. We have addresses. We can be seen. We can be met. We can be communicated. Thank you. Almost like Emma, of my father, so. That's why our leader took time to prepare us. If we did not meet this kind, what can we meet? Na kidnapping Nnamdi Kanu. The enemies that the government organized to be fighting IPOB in the name of love for Nnamdi Kanu, in the name of freedom fighting. So they will know that they will attract the love of our people to Nnamdi Kanu. They will win it and use it against Nnamdi Kanu. That's their weapon. Because you cannot defeat Nnamdi Kanu in court. If you doubt me, tell me what Nigeria have done to Nnamdi Kanu since they kidnapped him. Apart from what they are doing him in DSS, right? Violation of his fundamental human rights, all this disobedient to court order. But as for normal war, where can they hook on and fight Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB? Where have they? Where? Because the battle, they cannot fight it. Where can you see? Will you just be bombarding our places? Where can we meet in court? We meet in court. And that's where they fell. And the only thing they presented was the infiltrators, both within, both without, everywhere. They are fighting IPOB, everybody IPOB. Kanu and his group, IPOB leadership. IPOB leadership. Everybody, Nigerian government, IPOB leadership. Dokubo, IPOB leadership. Uchebefo, IPOB leadership. Nigerian police army, IPOB leadership. If they turn around, they tell you, you are fighting Simon. I say, you are a fool. Tell me where we told Simon that he betrayed before we suspend Monday Statum. Show me. Before Monday Statum suspension, show me where IPOB leadership mentioned the name of Simon. Or go there. Before that, you will see his post we shared on our post, on our pages. Before Monday Statum suspension, we share the broadcast and program of Simon. We share it. So, who is now fighting each other? That IPOB listened to Nnamdi and suspend Monday Statum. Simon ever said they betrayed, they compromised, they collected money. Who is now fighting IPOB? Who is fighting each other? I ask you. I'm asking now. Show me attack IPOB did to Simon before suspending Monday Statum. Is it not Monday Statum suspension that they said we collected money? They started fighting us. They called us cowards. They called us criminals. There is no name they did not call us. We said, okay, we are here. Now you know Eban. Eban no the government teaches us not the Ogwese to go. The Ogwese to go. In essence, they are fighting Simon. You are the one who fight us. Hey, the after position. Are they dragging your position? No. Are they after the position they were appointed to be? Or they are after your position you were appointed to be? Because there is no position you are occupying. Which position you say DOS after? The same you is after position. The same you call yourself spokesperson. The same you call yourself disciple. The same you call yourself spiritual son. The same you call yourself dragon. The same you change your name to ESN. The same you say you are prime minister. The same you say you are government advisor. The same you say you are army commander. You and DOS who have appointed each other on any position. You. The DOS have been in their position since. So I ask you, who have been after position? You know, anything they throw out is what they're after. They'll first of all use it against IPOB so that you channel them. But we told them we are here now. When our wars in the land, oh, can you with them? Okay? I am at the face in again. I am a one. Hence, you go contrary to what Nnamdi Kanu gave to us. We crush you. And when we crush you, you wave away the thing. The thing I know to solve. Before IPOB leadership replied to Iberima, it was far. We were the people that was confronting him on media, telling him no. Don't do this thing. Stop countering order. Stop countering order. We started earlier telling him, stop this. Even some of us today was the one telling our people, no, don't attack him. Maybe he don't know what he's doing. Let us explain to him. We were the people that kept explaining to Simon and telling him, you don't know how IPOB runs. Stop attacking the leadership. Stop. That's how we started. We begged him. He thought he have arisen. Later you say we are attacking him. Hey, you're against Simon. Yeah. Who is he? Do you know how many forces fighting IPOB around Abagi? Do you know how many forces? All of you supporting Simon are fighting IPOB. Are you not aware? So you don't know you are fighting Nnamdi Kanu. But he have given you a letter. And you are questioning him. Is that not fighting him? When you say you are doing it for him, he said you are not doing it for me. Don't do it for me. I'm not interested. And he said you are doing it. And you think that the government that was in their presence, when Nnamdi Kanu said, it is not for me. You think that if somebody presents such thing to the government, that is a reason to free Nnamdi Kanu, that such government will listen. Because they know you are not doing it for him. That he have distanced himself from it. So how do you think the government will listen to you and sit at home that Nnamdi Kanu have continuously rejected in their presence in DSS? Don't you know that it cannot be presented to them for free Nnamdi Kanu? because he's not behind it. DSS is aware that Nnamdi is not behind it. So they cannot listen to you. Nigerian government is aware that IPOB is not behind sit at home. And they cannot listen to you. There is no way they can use it as a point to free Nnamdi Kanu. Rather, they will use it against Nnamdi Kanu because you are calling his name and killing our people. So when you kill, they will take it to the world that the followers of Nnamdi Kanu are killing. So that's why he's separating himself from you because you are a criminal, all of you, who cannot listen. You don't take instruction. You say you are doing it for him. He gave order, you said no. Who are you doing it for? And that is why I come with this topic. We'll keep analyzing. We'll keep analyzing. These things will be witnesses against every criminal. Because we always have witnesses against our enemies in the open. And on that, we are bringing the program to an end. Nara ekele, nara otuto, nara ọjịjama, nara mbuli elu, nara ichisi ibuchi na dịru ebi ebi. Imeela maka nke taa. Imeela maka ndị mere nyaa. Imeela na nke imere n'afọ ndị gara aga. Imekwala na nke ndị nke ị ga-eme echi. Imeela maka na anyị na Nnamdi Kanu iso nọrọ ebe a bụ nke kacha dị anyị mkpa. Anyị makwa na ị ga-emere anyị oge na-adịghị anya. Kama anyị na-ayọ gị ka ị kwatụkwara anyị mgbidi ndị ọzọ. Ma ndị ke nọchi Nnamdi Kanu ụzọ na mpụta ya. Ma ndị ke na-eti confusion maka mpụta ya. Ma ndị ke ekwesị jikwara ngwa ọrụ na mpụta ya. Ma ndị ke na-akwadokwa ihe a ga-alụsa ya ma ọ pụta. Ezudo kwatụrụ anyị mgbidi nta. Ọ bụrụkwa na m so kwapụkwa m, kwatuo m ka ụzọ ghere ya oge. Ekpekwala onye ọbụla n'ihi na Nnamdi Kanu akụkọ mkpụrụ niile o kwesịrị ịkụ and ekwesịrị inyere ya ohere. Naanị gị ka anyị na-ayọ ka ịlụ ọrịa ọgwụ dị otu a, lụkwara IPOB ọgwụ dị otu a. Ndị niile bụ ihe nzuzo bụ ndị na-pretend na ha na-emere Nnamdi Kanu ihe, na-arụgbu ya, were ya na-ana ego, were ya na-erezi fọndụ, were ya na-egbu ndị anyị. Ezudo anyị na-asị gị kọntinu ị na-emekọ ndị a. Ọ bụrụkwa na m so mekọkwa m n'ihu ụwa. Ihe anyị chọrọ ka ọ dịrị Nnamdi Kanu na mma, dịrị ndị Biafra na mma, dịrị IPOB na mma. Ọ bụrụ mụnwa ga-egbochi ndị mma IPOB wezụgakwa bata onye ọbụla ọ ga-awụkwa wezụga onye ahụ. Imeela Ezudo naanị gị pụrụ imere anyị, maka na Nnamdi Kanu ga-eri uru ahụhụ ọ tara. Lekwa ezinụlọ ya ndị ọ hapụrụ nọrọ ebe ahụ sinsi, otu isi jide nwunye ya na ụmụ ya na ụmụnne ya ndị ọzọ ndị hụrụ ya n'anya. Anyị na-anyọkwa gị ka ichikọta ahụ jide ha, gọzie ha, nọnyere ha. Imeela Ezudo n'ihi na egbochi n'aha gị chi ugwu okike abịa amara pụrụ ime ihe niile we have prayed. Ise thank you. Kọmentị niile a na-eme ihe Facebook mere ala ọma ahụ naanị one. Chineke mekwere m ebere. 1. It's all right. From me, fearless IPOB evangelist Mazi Maduabuchi, and from here, our homeland radio Biafra, here in Biafra land. It is good evening.